Morning, everybody. We're going to give it a couple more minutes, see who else shows up, and then we'll get it going. Morning. I am Dave. Steve. Steve, please. You too. POTA meet and greet with the greater St. Louis area. Okay. September 20th. Would it be possible to announce that at the very end of it? Yeah. Yeah. Just let me know. I'll let you know and come up and announce that. Yeah. It should be. Yeah. Me too. What's that? That sounds like it's. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. My name is Steve, KF0FDV. I am the Salty Ham on YouTube. You don't even have to go and look that up, but we are going to have this presentation on there. So if you want to go back and listen to anything that you might have just want to hear again, it'll be on there, and I'll give you guys all that information afterwards. But Parks on the Air. Parks on the Air actually started in 2017 after the National Parks on the Air that the ARRL had put on in 2016. Volunteers that started it had such a great time doing it that they said, "Hey, let's not just have this and be done with it. Let's do this all the time. Let's make it a continuous running thing." So here we are today, 2024, and Parks on the Air is still growing super strong. Everybody loves doing it that I've ever talked to. You got kids doing it, running crazy pileups. It's really kind of fun to listen to. um, let's see here. So what kind of stuff would you need? I would say you can go and do Parks on the Air with a QRP radio, 5 watts, and a wire, and a little handwritten book. You don't even have to have all kinds of stuff to do it. My personal setup is in my truck, so I sit in a park in my truck and just kind of operate right there at 100 watts. So that's a fun thing to do there. Um, I totally lost where I was going with this. So let me show you a couple of things that we've got with Parks on the Air. Super easy to do. Anybody can go and do it. Just sign up. You go to this site here. It's going to help you get started. Um, we'll go over here to sign up for POTA, and it's real easy. Just go and click on there. I don't want to create another account, but it's real easy to sign up. It just takes a few minutes, and once you do sign up, here we are. This is my home screen. Uh, I can go and see all of these people that are spotted. Right now, I'm on, it's for the 20-meter band. We can see people that are hunting and hunters. Basically, you don't have to be at a park to be a hunter. You can be at home, you can be driving along and have somebody kind of writing down everything for you while you're talking. But as a hunter, you're going on and skimming the band just to see, oh, hey, I'm hearing this person calling CQ POTA. I'm going to get that contact because that's going to help them activate the park. So on the other side, you got your park activator. Your park activator goes and sets up. Usually he'll go there's a Facebook page for Parks on the Air and let everybody know, hey, I'm going to this park at this time, and it'd be great for you guys to come out and get that contact. So they'll go to the park, and to activate the park, you need 10 contacts just to say, oh, hey, I successfully activated this park. There was this one time I actually went to, I can't remember exactly, I think it was Route 66. I went to Route 66 State Park, and KC0 ECQ. Rob Scott, I don't know if anybody here knows who that is, but really great guy. Really, really good at what he does with Parks on the Air. And I believe we were there for about 2.5 hours and got almost 400 contacts. He come up with a system to help speed things up when you're going through it. So he'll pull 3 or 4 call signs after he calls his CQ and writes down partials and maybe even a full if he can get it. But then he'll knock those out real quick, just like that, and write down everything. He doesn't really do too much of the digital logging until he gets home after because he writes down a lot quicker than he can type. I've been starting to do more of the paper logging also. Um, I just think it's a little bit better. You can always change stuff a little bit easier than you can just sitting there trying to type it in. So as an activator, you got multiple parks, especially in Missouri, to choose from. There is over 300 parks in our state here to go and get out into nature and enjoy being outside and enjoy ham radio in a park. It's real fun things. And like I was saying with the hunters, you don't even have to go out to the park. Just say you wanted to sit home and relax and still get in on Parks on the Air. And let's see, let me go to activations. Oh yeah, so these are a couple of the scheduled activations where somebody says, "Oh hey, right there, I'm going to be at this park from that time to that time." And where is this here? This park itself is in Austria. So it's a worldwide thing. Parks on the Air. I'm really happy that it's growing as fast as it is, and getting it worldwide is really fun because you hear so many different voices in there, and it's like, wow, I'm really reaching out that far to another, park. So, um, park activators. Uh, Let me go back to the sign in here. Park activators. Uh, there we go. Also can do park to park, which is you get different awards for different things. So like a park to park, uh, you'll talk with another activator that is probably sitting at a park and hunting his activation. I do this a lot. So I'll sit in the truck and I'll look at the spotting page. So this is basically if you're going to say, hey, I heard this person, I'm going to say this is where they're at. So that lets everybody else know, oh, hey, there's that person there. I'm going to go and get that contact. So this is a really good resource to have. Let's see. So if I were to with DM3KP, if I were to have made the contact with him, so the last time he was spotted was 2 minutes ago. So I say, oh yeah, he's still there. So I go hit respot. I put in good copy. You got 5-9 and my call sign, and that pops back up. Says, oh yeah, somebody just heard him like 30 seconds ago. He's still there. It's a really good resource. I really like how they've set this up, and they've been upgrading their site to be able to upload logs directly to it, and it usually within 24 hours everything's all updated and on there. They don't sit there and do it manually anymore, which is a lot nicer than what they did before. That means that there were have been they've been spotted 22 times. So they've gotten the park activation and then some so far, and that's just people. Not everybody's going to respot you, which is eh, it's whatever on that. But it's always nice to have that respot to let people know that you're still there and you're still trying to reach out. Where was I going? Go here to the map. Right now, it's probably going to show us, yeah, right over here. If I were to roll this over here, give this a little bit out, and it's just in our area here. We've got plenty of places to go to and to do that. There's an award system, and it's not even like actual awards. It's nice certificate says, "Oh, hey, you've reached this milestone," and getting different places in within a 24-hour period. Say you get three or more parks. If you wanted to go from one park, and you got another park uh, 10 miles, 10 miles straight away. You can go to that park, and then you got another park 20 miles in another direction. Go over to that park. If you do all three of those parks inside of the 24-hour period, and they run on UTC time, so whenever you're logging, everything's going to run on UTC. So basically, what is it, 7? I don't know what daylight savings time right now, but I believe it's around 7 o'clock. The next day starts. So if you're in the middle of an activation and it runs past 7 o'clock, you've already started activating for the next day. So say you got like 7 contacts, 7 o'clock hits, that starts the next day. You don't get the successful activation if you've made 10 contacts and it's 5 minutes after 7. It's going to show on there automatically does it as two separate activations. It's kind of weird like that. I try and get it in as early as possible, and if I can't get in, I know that I'm not going to make enough contacts inside of that time frame. I'll usually wait until after and the next UTC day starts and be able to work off of that. And the good thing about that is there's a late shift. That's also another milestone, and gets a certain amount of late shift contacts. Um, you'll get yourself a certificate there. Let's go. I'll show you a few of these here. No, that's actually just state parks, historical sites, like Sandy Creek Covered Bridge. There's a place that's literally right in downtown. I can't remember what it's called, but that's it. Oops. Yeah, the Joplin House, Arch. You can go. That's probably going to be the best place to do like your 5 watt QRP with maybe an extendable. Because I know Kyle AA0Z. He went and did an activation at the park over there, and I guess park rangers sometimes, they're just not. Sometimes they're okay with it. Other times, it's like, oh, what are you doing? You can't set that up here. You can't do that. So if you have like an extendable uh, whip on like a 5 watt QRP radio, that's going to be like a best bet for kind of a concealed, put in near bud, and and start talking that way. Or the way he did that activation was all CW, so he did the whole activation CW on QRP from right under the arch in the park there. You did? Oh, that's pretty cool. Did they didn't give you any hassle? Huh. That's weird. Yeah, Kyle went and did that. Yeah, yeah, away from where everybody is at. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, something you'll run into those guys, which is awesome because they know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I I guess it just really kind of depends on the ranger at the time, really. Oh, yes. Ah, yes. Yeah. I didn't even see. That's one of. I'm still kind of figuring out the small quirks, but that I didn't know that because every time that I, yeah, my activations number would be totally different if I'd have known that before. Because I've got. Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely counts. Hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. Hmm. I'm gonna have to do that next time. I didn't even know you could do the separate logs and make the activate the whole activation like that. Learn something new every day. Yeah, that's why mine was looking like that. Is 44 activation attempts and a split number like that. It because I've done that plenty of times where I go past the UTC 00s, and I'm glad you told me about that. Thank you. Let's see here. So these are just some of the different certificates that you're able to get as a hunter and activator. Let's see here. We go. Late shift hunter. Let's see. I don't even know if I can pull these up. Yeah, I don't even know. Well, I know where to go, but all right. So go to my awards. That'll probably pop up a little bit better. There we go. So some of like the things that you're able to do. These are this is a list of the different certificates that I've gotten. On it. Let's see. There we go. You can look at this one here. Open that up real quick here. That says so. I've worked at you get for working 100 unique reference areas as a hunter. So basically, it's as a hunter, uh, I've talked to at that point 100 different uh, parks um, entities, like the what is it? I can't remember what the Route 66 number is. It's kilos something, but each park's going to have their own specific number that goes in your log, like kilo dash, and then most of the time it's going to be a 4-digit number. I've just noticed that there was 5-digit numbers that have been coming up now, so that's kind of new to me also. That's awesome. It's awesome. So once you get something like that, you can keep building on top of it, making 100 QSOs as an activator during the late shift. Um, I'm already on the fourth iteration, working on number 5 for that certificate. That's real fun to try and kind of challenge yourself. It's not for anything that's gonna do anything in particular, except for get you better with your radio, get you out of the house and out to do things. There's not a lot of people do ham radio that I've noticed outside anymore. So I think this is a really good program to be able to get out. You can have lawn chairs, station. We did a park activation for the club in September 2nd over at Babbler. It was a fun time. We had a great time. Set up a couple of tables, had a couple of the club radios set up, and as a club, we activated that park, and then each individual person that was on the radios working under the club call sign also got credit on their Parks on the Air account also. So your club, if you go out and you want to do it with the club, that'll probably be the best way to get started is something like that, or going out and just kind of, all right, I'm going to do this. Here we go. After you've signed up and got that all excuse me, together. Um, yes. No, you're good. Go ahead. Hmm. So if I'm coming, it's just the name of the award. They've done the awards. Let me go here. Right here on the original Parks on the Air page, there we are. You got a list of the awards. This is all going to be on the parksontheair.com. So parksontheair.com and POTA.app are two separate, spots. Um, you'll sign up on parksontheair.com, and everything will come on to POTA.app. Let me go down here. So you got your list of standard awards for hunters and activators, and it gives you uh, what you need to do for each one. I know. Let's see here. Once you get past a certain point, they have different names for different ones. Let me look. I can show you an example of that. There we go. There's that Arizona Agave Award. So the awards they've done, I can't remember. It's some. Hold on, they tell me this, and I keep forgetting it. It's right there, like Rover Awards. I was talking about multiple parks in a 24-hour period, and you'll get a POTA Rover saying, "Oh, you went and they did this many parks within a 24-hour period," and you can. I've heard of people getting like 10 plus parks in one day. I don't think I could get around to doing that though. 25. Wow, yeah. I've never been able to talk to anybody that's done that many. Mm. Yes, if you're walking, that's one of the things that thank you for bringing that up because the distance between parks, if you're going to walk from one park to another, um, the distance between the parks, obviously, since you're walking, needs to be a little bit closer together. So um, there are requirements for distance. Like if you're driving from park to park, you don't want to have a park that's going to be like 2 minutes down the road that you could literally walk to. Mhm. I, yeah, I think it's like at least like yeah, yeah, I think so. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. That's crazy. I've never talked to anybody that's done that. I've talked to 10 and 12, and I was like, wow, where do you find the time in the day to do that? I wish I had that kind of time. Yeah. Hmm. Yes. That's why I really like the pictures on all of those. Yeah, I really like the pictures on. I was actually kind of wondering who had made those, why they were all so nature kind of, but I kind of like that. It's pretty nice. But we are getting down to the end of the time for me here. I guess just to wrap up, I do want to set up another club activation. So if like you don't go and you sign up, and you want to come out and experience it, um, I am going to try and get another club activation set up probably sometime in the summer, and hopefully that we can have more people than we did last time. We had a pretty decent turnout this past September for Babbler State Park. I was real happy with it. Obviously, surprised anybody really showed up, but it was a great day, beautiful weather, and it's basically just like having a field day, but you can do it every day if you want. No, so it's state parks, national parks, historical sites. What are some of the other small ones? Yes, yes, state and federal. Yeah, city parks. There'd be too many. There'd be too many. Hmm. If you come across a park, it's not. You look at the map and it's not on there. Oh, hey, this should be on there. Yeah, then it doesn't have a number. You get a hold of them, say, hey, I'm at this park. This would be a perfect place to be able to activate. Can we get this put on the list? I'm not even. Yeah, that's the man right there. Yeah, you said. Yeah, yeah. They'll say, hey, contact us here, and you can let them know. I've come across a park and it's not on the list, and I would like to have it added on there. Yeah. Any other questions? Mhm. Yeah, just barely on the other side. Mhm. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I went to Dayton last year in May, and staying at Cedar Creek State Park, where most of the people stay. And it got crazy on 2 meters because everybody's activated. It's like, yeah, I'm about 5 spots down from you. You're 5'9". So that's a fun thing. You get a bunch of activators in the same park and be like, oh yeah, we can all just activate this park on 2 meters real quick, and then we can all go and do HF. But that was kind of fun. What's that? No, if you're able to get the contact on PHF, UHF, by all means, do it. That's not a lot of people that I know of personally do that. Everybody is was 17, 20, 40. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty much that's where everybody likes to do it. Because your pile ups, you can get all kinds of good pile ups on there. If you know how to run a good pile up, then it should be pretty smooth sailing on that. Oh wow. Yeah. That's crazy. 10 gig. Yeah. I was really just happy that I was able to get on the 160. So you know, so that's yeah. I don't know why that keeps popping up. I'm sorry. Um, uh, you don't have a whole bunch of people that are mad at you for on the other end. They're like, "Oh, I've called out. I've been calling for the past hour, and you never call my." Well, I'm sorry because I can't hear you. But if you're able to, like, hey, I'm if we're going to call CQ. Please give call signs slowly, and one after another would be good. But you're going to have everybody at the same time. But if you listen good and you can get at least two partial call signs, and start out that way. And some people work it like super quick when they're making that contact, or I know guys that are making one and two contacts per minute. So starting out for me, when I started, I was getting one or two contacts like two every 2 minutes because I'm sitting there trying to figure out the best way to be able to take the call signs, put them in, and when I first started, I was typing, so I learned paper log really does help out because you can make your quick edits. You get home, and that's when you can go upload. Exactly. Now, when I did Route 66 activation with Rob, um, he he wrote down everything. I tried to keep up. I was like, wow, you're just moving way quick. So moving at that kind of a speed, he's been doing it for a hot minute, and he knows he's got his good system. A lot of people show up to his activate on his activations because they know, oh hey, this guy runs a really clean activation, real structured, and gets as many people as he can possibly do. Rob Scott is KC0ECQ. Real nice guy. Real nice guy. He operates out of his vehicle also on a Kenwood. Hmm. Awesome. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to give that park number 2 and 3 times just so to make sure they got it. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Knowing how to successfully work out the pile up in a timely manner, where I guess it's probably I personally I'm trying to explain it, but I personally think it's kind of up to the operator at that point, really. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm able to do it. When I first started, I couldn't do that to save my life. I was too busy trying to figure out the. Oh yeah, as long as you can get a nice flow going, and everybody's like, oh yeah, they're scooting right through. No, 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 you're good. There's a lot more people that know more about this than I do, but I this was I got hooked as soon as I started. I got hooked, and right now I'm kind of sad. I have a 34 amp hour gel battery under the back seat, and my solar panel went out on my truck. So my battery's dead, and I haven't been able to do anything radio wise except for I've got a CB, and I listen to the traffic on there most of the time. So that's all I've been able to do lately. So I haven't been able to make it out to any parks in the past couple of months now. Definitely, like Sandy Creek Covered Bridge. You go to Sandy Creek Covered Bridge. That's a great historical site and a good place to activate too. I activated there. I actually went to Colorado and activated a National Wildlife Refuge out there. It was awesome, awesome time. Definitely. Power boxes. I could keep going on with it because if, without any questions. But thank you for coming out and checking out Parks on the Air. If you want to come on up and yeah, yeah, come on up. Yeah.